Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Big welcome to In the Know with Peter Ngo. Today is Wednesday, June 7th. Everybody, you've made it through May. Who here made it through May? Raise your hand. Okay. Who here grew through May? Raise your hand. Did you grow with one partner? Did you grow with many partners? Did you rank advance a little bit in May? Did you grow some muscles in May? Did you learn anything on these Wednesday calls for the last 4 weeks in May? And if you did, let's get ready to rinse and repeat that again, okay? Because we're starting June. June is literally the beginning, everyone. The beginning of summertime, right? And does everybody know that there is an ebb and flow? Do you know that there's an ebb and flow in this business, right? Summertime is usually what? The slow time, the slow time in network marketing. Why is that? Kids are getting
people on vacation.
Vacation, kids are off school, people are enjoying their summertime, they're enjoying, relaxation, but it could be also the best time in your business. Do you know why? Because you're around people. It's the time, and I think today's topic will be people, really people. How are you talking to people? What is the expectation of this business if you are brand new, okay? So kind of let's dive deep into that, and then would love to open up any questions today. Today we'll just call it Q&A Wednesday. So let's get this party started. Who here is brand new in the industry? Norma, okay, we have a couple people, that's it. Brand new in the industry. Okay, who here is afraid to start something new? Raise your hand. Oh, nobody's afraid to start something new. I like this group. Okay, now, who here knows what the network marketing life looks like? Okay, a lot of people. Good. Now, the reason why I'm asking these questions, okay, everybody, is because when Marcy and I came into this business, Marcy and I have worked together for over a decade, 10 years ago. And the companies that we were with, okay, they kind of burned us out. They made us do a lot of things. They had a lot of events. They had a lot of Super Saturdays. They had a lot of live meetings before that. Does everybody relate with that? Every time when you have a lot of events and you do a lot of things, you require a lot of time from your field. That is really sometimes not money-making activities or behavior-driven activities. And if you teach that on the large scale and you constantly change your messaging and your training, do you think that can confuse the field? Yes. So all this conversation now leads me to this. To start off your business, okay, how did Marcy and I come up with the 3-3-3? Sometimes we just say, we roll that off our tongue, right? Why are you doing the 3-3-3? But there's a lot of behavior behind that, meaning that there's a lot of priorities. There's a lot of time management. And if you can do this, and my advice to you, if you're starting off brand new here, or you're starting your business, or you're not having success, you really have to go back to the basics. Back to the basics. What is back to the basics, everyone? Go back to people. Go back to making your list. Go back to really going to the roots and finding out who is on your list, right? Hey, who do I know that needs energy? Who do I know that possibly needs an opportunity? Who do I know that needs stem cell activation or regeneration? And if you really put that into like a time, like maybe a half an hour a day, and really write that down, let that be your foundation to start off your week. Actually, let me ask a better question. Who here starts off the week knowing what they're going to do on Monday all the way through Sunday? Wow. Okay, good. That means Deborah is like, no, not me. So I'm like Deborah. Everyone, I'm like Deborah. I like to wing it. Does that make sense? I'm winging things. What does winging mean? I don't put responsibilities on I need to do this, and this in a day. But because of the 3-3-3, because of the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, when Peter wakes up, I just think to myself, who are the 3 people that I can help today? What am I helping? If I'm helping Diane with the 3-way, did I help one person on my team? Yes. If I help Deborah put in an application because she didn't know how to put in an application, did I help someone? Did I help Deborah today? Yes. If I help, if Dorothy called me and she asked me a compensation plan video because she didn't understand that, did I help her today? That is called my 3-3-3s. Whether it doesn't even matter sometimes if you're piquing 3 people's interest, but are you really in the action? Does that make sense, everyone? Sometimes just being in the flow, right? Being in the flow of just doing things for the team, for yourself, but then as you build that flow, and that's why I love our system, because I don't want to bring responsibilities or pressure on brand new people that joined us. Because you have to understand, when a brand new person joins us, everyone, put yourself in that shoe when you joined us in the beginning. Maria, when you joined us, where was your mind at? Right? Jeff, when you joined us, what were you doing before? Marie, when you joined us, how much pain were you before in? Does that make sense? We always have to go back to the basics of where that person came from. And that's why these questions, the flow of our system, it is so hands-off. Meaning, if I can just show Carolyn, hey, Carolyn, would you be open to look at a podcast, right? If you say yes to that, that is a small yes. Hey, Carolyn, after the podcast, would you try one of these patches on? Sure, right? Hey, Carolyn, if I send you a video on this, would you watch this? Sure. It's those small little yeses, everyone, that leads to bigger yeses. And then when the bigger yeses are all together, where are our bigger yeses at? Right now, because we have 111 people that somehow said yes to this, and we all got to hear it. Tonight, you're going to hear David Schmidt. That is a bigger gym. That is where a lot of yeses came together, right? What you don't want to be in, and I've been with many companies. Where there is no system. There's no cohesive system. There is the compensation plan is too, it doesn't pay out well enough to support. So what happens is that people get excited, and especially in a science company where it took a person so long to enroll someone, they hold on to that person like it's like the last person that they ever like recruited, because it took so much effort. Does everybody relate with that? You don't want that. How hard is it, everyone? Did anybody join here the first week and enrolled somebody the very first week? Did somebody, or maybe their second week? That is good. That is really good, because that just shows us that this flow, that this system allows you to go through people quickly. You don't want to be in a slow program where it takes too much effort, too many steps to get to yes. Yes, I'll look at this. Yes, I'll try this. Yes, I'll buy this. Yes, I want to do this business. Yes, I want to make this a career. Does that make sense, everyone? Our community is a constant yes, yes, yes community. Yes, you get this for free. Yes, you can join us for free. Yes, you get this training for free. Heck, even our events are free. Heck, sometimes we even give out free food at our events. Does that make sense? This community is just a constant open yes community. So if you're here again, brand new, what are some of the things that you just want to do? Literally plug in, okay? To me, it's like the gym, and I taught that last week, right? We went deep into the gym analogy. You don't ever want to get burned out. You don't ever want to get burned out joining something new. You want to flow into it. But the most important thing to me now is, who is your workout buddy? Who is your spotter? So with a raise of hand, can anybody here, can you tell me for sure that you have somebody that you can work with personally, or do you have two workout buddies or even one? If you're transparent, just in your heart, okay? You know. If you don't, it is totally okay. That means we have to assess and discover this, right? Because to be successful in this business, you need a great sponsor. You need a great upline. Uplines to me are the most important things. Who is going to support you in the business? Then when you find a good upline and you learn from that system, from the uplines, and then when you enroll someone, do you think you're going to be a good upline to that new person, partners? Yes. And if you can do that on the daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, when you start seeing behaviors like this throughout a whole organization, where everybody's teaching each other how to support each other, that will bleed into your behavior, into your psyche. People, I'm telling you right now, people do not understand what it takes to be successful in network marketing. You cannot understand it. You just have to live it. Does that make sense, everyone? You just have to be that person, right? Sooner or later, you're just becoming that person because you're living it through your lifestyle, through who you are. So the company asked me for June 21st for Lifewave Connect. Peter, can you talk about a topic? And the topic was social media. Who here uses social media to build their business? Walter, Alan, okay, Atsuko, great. They asked me to talk about social media. You know what I said? No, that's not my strength. I don't use social media, so I can't train it, right? But then what I asked him is like, if I can talk about building organically, how to, mindset, how to flow through their business, all these topics. And they decided, hey, they're going to give me one of those topics, right? How to build organically. So again, let's go into this topic right now. When we start again, I just want each one of you to know, okay? Network marketing is just your lifestyle. Whatever you learn every day, you just apply what you learn, and you have to learn it through people. This business is all about people. You will never, ever run out of things to learn because there are so many different types of people in this business. But when you connect with someone, like for example, when Marcy and we knew one day we're going to work together. When you find that just that one person that runs with you, do you know that when you have two people on the same page, you're unstoppable? When you have two partners that are willing to work their butts off and just respect and learn about each other and grow together, do you know that's like a marriage here? Okay, you're probably even going to be closer to your partners here than sometimes your best friend or your spouse. Okay, I hate to say that because we travel together, we eat together, we do things together, and that's creating a culture, right? And I'll tell you, when I say I've slept with a lot of women in this business, I really have. I slept in hotel rooms. We slept on the same bed. My old, I used to sleep with Jenny, who's my 70-year-old chiropractor. We packed up hotel rooms, right? So we get very intimate. Are you ready to get intimate? Are you ready to get like very close with your friends and your partners here, right? And sometimes again, that's like going back to high school or college days. And that's why I tell everyone, have fun with this business. I know it's a lot of information, but have fun with this business, Alan. You know, really go back to this is the only time I really can think where we can regenerate our brain and our body, but we're in a more mature mindset. But I don't ever want you to get out of your childhood personality because you want to have fun, right? Who here? Nobody wants to work with a dud. Nobody wants, nobody wants. If I want to work with a team, I want to work with a fun team, right? I want to have fun. Why? Because that is the lifestyle. Now, yeah, so I hope everybody understands. Again, have fun with this technology, have fun with this company, and we're only getting started, okay, everyone? We're only getting started. When I look at all the faces here, when I look at your commitment, when I look at like what you here for, it actually, to me, each one of you are like my college friends now. We're like in this college, right? And every day, every year, that's why I don't care how slow you go. I just care that do you get it? Because the moment you get it one day, you will graduate. Does that make sense? You can take the 4-year route, you can take the 3-year route. Some of us took a year to graduate. It's okay. Some of us might even take 4 or 5 years. It doesn't matter because you are constantly helping people through your career. And that to me is more fulfilling than anything, right? The average person here now can literally take off a sticker and change someone's life. Let me repeat that again. The average person can literally take off a sticker, peel off a sticker, and change someone's life. How fulfilling is that? For less than a cup of coffee a day, you can help people get rid of their headaches, their pains, everything that will stop their life. So, how much do you want to help? How badly do you want to help people? When I joined this business, when Marcy showed me this, the only thing that came into my mind, everyone, is, oh my gosh, if this thing is as good as it is, if it is so good, if it does what it does, I want to make sure I help everyone. But I cannot help everyone because there's only one Peter. So what did Peter have to do? Peter just had to build his environment. He just only can call the people that he knows right away on his database, and he just went to town. Whoever liked it, whoever got excited, whoever resonated with Peter's message, they joined. Who is listening to your message? How excited are you when you call someone? How are you impacting them? Now, we're not saying throw up on someone, okay? And don't be like ignorance on fire, okay? We teaching you skills, so we telling you what to say, but the way you say it, your tone, right? There's absolutely nobody. And sometimes people are like, Peter, have you checked out this website? Did you see all the scams they talked about Lifewave? I'm like, yeah, and you cannot sway me. Do you know how many testimonials I hear every day? Put that person that wrote that scam on that email and let's find them and get them on a testimonial call. Do you want them to call Jeff? Do you want them to call Diane? Do you want them to call Denise? Do you want to hear these testimonial personally? That's the kind of confidence that you have to have, because people are going to sway you. They're going to test you. Who's here been tested already? Look at all these hands. You've all been tested. Did you pass the test? Yes. Because if you stood your ground, you passed the test. And that's all what people want to see. They're like, how strong is Deborah in her belief? How strong is Jacqueline when she answers that question, right? How confident is she? And that's why when we say, hey, go to the podcast, absorb the information on the podcast, because every day when you listen to it, it will give you the confidence. It will tell, you can hear stories and stories and stories, and there's absolutely no way when I hear like, when I hear like a Carol story, or when I hear Jeff, this Marine guy who on the Monday night, I mean, it was just amazing just to hear how he recovered from his back, his shoulder, some COM disease. I don't even know some of the names of these diseases, okay? I just know it's so rare and it's bad, right? But if you can recover from that, just one testimonial. And I've been with companies, everyone, where they get excited about one or two. We got freaking millions of testimonials here. So each one of you is spoiled. We're spoiled. We're so spoiled that we don't even know which testimonial to send out anymore, because there's so many. Okay? That is how confident I want you to be. And when I talk to leaders now, I really don't even get into the technology as much. I get into the system. I pimp out the system now. I show off this system so much, because once we already know the product works. But sometimes the person in front of you, they're just asking, can I succeed in this business? What have they done to help me? What are the tools they have created to get me to where I need to be? If they answer all those questions, and I want everyone to write this down, when someone is taking a look at this business as a business, the three questions is they're asking themselves is, does this product work for me? Number one. Okay? Does this product work for me? Number two, can I do this? And number three, is it worth my time to do this? So let's get some feedback. Who here wants to share the first time when you came in here? And let's go through these three questions. So who would like to open up right now? Unmute yourself. Diane. So Diane, I met you and Fred in December at Denise's house, right?
Right.
You both were standing in the back, evaluating and watching everybody share their story. You were watching everyone do their thing, right?
Right.
Your mind, right? Did those three questions come in your mind when you were listening to the technology? Did you ask yourself, will this work for me?
Yes. Yes, and that's why we didn't tell anybody about it for like 3 weeks. I could have told people before, but
Correct.
I needed some validation, so I have my own story.
So, and I want to use Diane. This is a perfect, and you can all relate to Diane's story now. Who here waited until they got a personal experience to share? Okay, quite a handful, okay? Good. Now, Diane, during that process, did you plug into the podcast?
All of them.
Did you hear what Diane just said? During the process, while she was waiting for her own experience, she plugged in and she was getting confidence and was listening to other people's story outside of hers. Now, Diane, when you watched all those podcasts and when you talked to me or when you talked to other leaders in the team, did you ask yourself, I think I can do this, or can I do this?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew I could do it.
You knew you could do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you made a comment before, I had just yesterday, a dear friend, she's like, I looked at everything, Diane, and there's no scientific evidence here that this works. So I was like, I wrote back, I said, Angela, thank you for looking. I'm sorry you feel that way. You obviously didn't look at the clinical studies. You know, because I think she goes, and there's really bad reviews. And you know, because I sell QVC, there's bad reviews on everything. So
Yes.
for her to have said that, I think she just felt like she couldn't do it. That was probably the question in her mind.
So I want to stay on this topic, everyone. Sometimes people say no to you, not because they're saying no to you. They're saying no to you because they might not want to let you down, because they might not see the whole big picture. Is they couldn't answer that question, can I do this? I want to let everybody ponder on that one. They could not answer the question. And I'll give you an example of my scenarios. All my friends, they just think I'm so good. They think I'm like so good, so skilled, right? So networked. And sometimes they don't join me because why, Diane? They don't want to let me down. That's why, again, we created this system, because I don't want you to be the rock star. I don't want you to be the doctor. I don't want you to be the scientist. Does that make sense, everyone? Because then you're portraying, or you're posturing, or you might be somebody else that person might not think it's you. But if you're Lynn, if you're Jesse, if you're Ann, if you're Debbie, and then they just know you as that, and you're just sharing, hey, I'm only doing this because I'm looking for to change my life. I'm looking at this as an opportunity because I want my health back. I'm still the same person, but I'm ready to evolve. I'm ready to go to the next level in my life. And if you can kind of, again, learn the skill sets when you peak someone, when you pre-qualify them, have these conversations. These are normal conversations. So, hey, Debbie, I know you're a house mom. You know, I know you haven't been out in the work for years. You know, how does your life look like now? Where are you at these days? How many kids, how many children are you taking care of? Get into people's lives so then you can understand, maybe Debbie is not in the right place right now to do this business, but can she be on the product? Yes. But maybe the business is not right for her yet. But is that okay? Yes. Right? Because why? Because the system is just designed to plug people in. So, Diane, I'm going to ask you the last question. When did you know? When did you know that this was worth your time to put into this program?
When I called a couple of really dear friends and told them about this, and they all laughed because they know I'd done MLM before, and I told them I wasn't doing it for that. I was doing it because I wanted to help them. And once they had results, I had 2 people that had immediate results. That was it for me. Then you know.
Did you see that? The technology works. It was so compelling for Diane, because now, remember everyone, when you patch someone and someone gets an experience, right, Diane?
Yeah.
You feel fulfilled. You have done something magical. But remember, you're not the scientist, you're not the doctor. You were just the conduit. You were just the connector to that person. And that is today the network marketing. How are you connecting? Who are you connecting? What are you connecting with people these days? People already know MLM. They don't want to waste time, everyone. People already been sold, pitched. They've already heard the gambit already, right, Diane?
Yeah.
People have heard it. What people do respect now is transparency. People want Just give me the nuts and bolts, okay? And that's today, and this is why I love network marketing. And network marketing, everyone, is the purest form of transparency in business.
Hey, Peter, can I share something with the group?
Yes.
So I was at the gym today and I was in my car and I noticed a lady next to me getting off her car and she was carrying something for her knees, like a brace or something.
Yes.
So when I walked into the women's locker room, I see her sitting there and she looked up at me and said, "Hi, how are you doing?" I said, "Hey, how are you doing? What's going on? You know, what's going on there in your leg, you know, and your knees?" And she's like, "Well, I'm gonna need surgery." And I said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, are you in pain?" And she's like, "Yeah." So she started sharing. And then I said to her, "Guess what? I've been using this really amazing technology, this stem cell activation patches, and it's done so many great things for my health." And I started just kind of telling her, and her eyes were lighting up. They were like, you know, like, "Oh my God, this is like hope. This is God, you know, sending this to me." And then she's like, "I want more information." And I gave her my information. I said, "Please look at it. Any questions you have, I'm more than happy to answer it." And she's like, "Awesome." And, I didn't want to hold her up because, we're going to work out. I don't want to be that person. So we just, talked a little bit more. And then I said bye. And then I went to work out. She was working out next to another lady and they were talking. And when I was leaving, I walked right by her. And I said, "Hey, it was so nice to meet you. I hope to talk to you soon." And then she said, "Me too. I'll call you by tomorrow." And I'm like, "Great." I'm walking away and she's telling the lady next to her, "Hey, that's the lady that does the stem cell activation patches." And I was like, oh, the light lit up. And I'm like, not only am I going to get her to use the patches, but I'm going to sign her up as a distributor. It's going to happen.
Awesome, Jacqueline. Now, I want everybody to listen. Now, Jacqueline, how good did it feel just to talk to somebody?
It feels great. It feels really good. And the fact that when you come from experience, when you've patched and it's done a big difference for you, like you could see the difference in your health and everything, it's just easy. Just talk about your experience. Some people might think you're crazy, but who cares? You're just sharing. And I'm on a mission. I tell everybody, I'm on a mission to help at least 50 people this year. That's my mission.
And did everybody feel Jacqueline's energy when she said that?
Yeah.
Okay. That is what I'm talking about. When you're in the flow, when you're excited and you just want to give people that energy.
People feed off your energy. They feed off energy.
Okay.
Yep.
The one thing that is so amazing about this company, right, Jacqueline, is because these patches gives you energy.
Oh yeah.
Every day when
I'm patching like 5 already, 5 different ones.
So imagine now, Jacqueline, we have 114 people on this call today. We have 114 people exchanging energy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And after this call, if you had a bad day before this call, then you get on this call. What if all 114 of us just gave this person or somebody more energy?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say this is not MLM in its old ways anymore. It's literally a community building people style college, like school, right?
I have a question for you. Sorry,
Yes.
Before I forget. How would you handle? I have a friend of mine. She's been going through a lot of health stuff. She don't know if it's lupus yet. They're still trying to figure it out. And I send her, the text message, and then I follow up with her today. And she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. Haven't had, time to text you back." But she's like, "I'm not interested. Just plain out, I'm not interested." And I was like, okay. And I just wrote her back and I said, "No worries. It's okay. I get it. I just, wanted to share something that's worked so great for me. You know what I've gone through with my health. And this has been so amazing." And she's like, "Yeah, just not interested." And I was like, okay. So kind of left it alone and then just kind of ask her how she's doing. What would you recommend to do after this?
So, okay, what did she see before to say that she's not interested?
I have no idea. I have no idea. No.
So basically what she's trying to tell you is, I don't need to see your gym, because she hasn't even looked at the video for the gym yet. So she's telling you, in my life right now, I'm okay. I don't want to deal with anything.
Yeah, she told me that she's got a lot going on and she just doesn't have time to deal with anything,
She
basically.
did you a favor, Jacqueline. She saved you time.
Okay. Okay. I'm just one of those that I just want to help. And I know that she's gone through so much stuff that is like, can you just at least look at it?
I'm glad you actually brought that up. So what did I talk about last week, everyone? Boundaries. Boundaries. You need to have boundaries in this business, meaning that, Jacqueline, you have to protect your time and your space and your energy. And when somebody tells you that already, that's your angels or somebody telling you, okay, move on. It's time to go because somebody else needs your time more.
And I don't have a problem doing that. I'm sure she'll come back. She'll click on that. She'll do that.
But what she'll always remember that you were nice to her, that you really cared about her, and you really asked questions, maybe during a time when nobody's asking her a question.
Yeah.
She could be in a dark place right now and she just needs time.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Yep. And Jacqueline, that's really good because now you just leveled up another level in understanding people. Right? You understand circumstances. And everyone, that's why when you do the 333, when you go through your database, your list, it doesn't look like, I call this person, I'm going to get this result, I'm going to have this conversation. It never looks like that. It's like a blind date constantly. You're just dating a bunch of people blindly. Now, what you want to do is, again, you want to learn how to connect. You want to learn how to go deeper in conversations. You want to understand that person. And then when they know that you're listening to them, the next is just regular conversations. Just like a doctor, right? I come to a doctor because I have an issue. The doctor has to ask me a bunch of questions, do a bunch of tests to locate the issue. And then when he locates the issue, he's going to have to send me to a pharmacist and prescribe me something. Everyone, you are the holistic doctor. Your job is you're asking questions. When you find out what their issues and what they are, then you send a recording on that. That's like prescribing them. Now, the moment they listen to something that they relate to, you're not even selling them. What if they come to you now? What if they're like, oh my God, Maria, you knew exactly my issue. I cannot believe you sent me that information when I needed it. I want to buy it. You're not even asking them to buy it. You're just a connector. You just sent them the information. Okay? So, everyone, do you understand where we're going with this call today? Okay? Always go back to the basics. Really, really, if you're having a hard time, don't foresee too much. Don't look at that goal, I guess, too much. To me, just look at the person in front of you. Always start maybe with the first person again. Go back to the dating scene if you have to, in a sense, okay? So, good questions. Norma, what question do you have?
I'd like to share something that I know they have the script to text people, but with family members, which I have a whole mess of them, I don't use the text because I want it to be more on a family level. And I've gotten good responses. But there was this one lady, I had a car accident, let me back up a little bit. I had a car accident in 2019 and I suffered a traumatic brain injury. And there are a lot of things that I don't remember. And since then, I looked through my phone, I see names, they were blank. And, the relatives, yeah, because I had cousins, so and so, but the other names, I used to be a massage therapist. And I have a bunch of contacts of previous clients, but the names were blank. Some of them I could see like their image, like I remember kind of vaguely what they look like. So I've been wearing the patches for 2 months, and the X39 and the Eon. The Eon was a gift, and I just got my new pack on a auto ship. but this name came to me the other day as I was thinking about the business I had and my closest clients and stuff. And her name came up and I was like, what? And I don't remember but one person with that same name. So I looked up her name and I already knew that other one was not her because we were tight. But the other one, I looked at and I went, huh. So I clicked on her and I kept thinking about it, her name and her phone number. And so I texted her today. I texted her and I said, this is Norma Segovia. I had a car accident in 2019 and I have trouble with memory, but your name came up and I looked up on my phone and I saw your name. I think I used to massage you because that's the only way I would have your name in my phone. And I said, can you text me or call me? I need to put pieces together. Then I also told her that I've been using these light technology and that I wanted her to look at the video, the site, the extra9now.com.
Yes.
And she immediately said, nope, I don't want to see videos if that's why you're getting in touch with me. I said, no, I'm sorry. I get things all kind of jumbled, but I still want to connect pieces. I want to know how I knew you and things like that. So what did I do wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, but you didn't ask her enough questions because I think because of where your mind is right now,
Right.
you're not connecting with her and you didn't pique her. You didn't pre-qualify her at all. So you literally just shotgunned it maybe, and then that's her response. Okay.
Okay.
Did everybody
I'm hoping she contacts me because I did tell her I want to finish connecting pieces of information. So
go ahead. Who is it?
It's Kojo.
Hey, Kojo.
One suggestion. Have her get in touch with her upline person, the person who partnered with her and brought her in, because she can help make three-way connection calls and help her to reach these people and reach back in her files and rediscover folks that she helped in the past, who I'm sure are going to be more willing to reunite with her and look at what she has to help them with.
Great
thank
advice.
you, Kojo.
Great.
And if they won't do it, I'll do it. Okay.
Jesse.
Hey, I just wanted to interject to have fun with this because it really is fun. And that the fun for me has been connecting with hundreds of people that I haven't spoken to in years and seeing them, meeting up with them. And I've been pretty upfront about why I connect with them, but also been upfront because it's helping people and it puts a smile on their face when they're feeling better. Their life is better. So how can you go wrong with this company? It's the easiest. It's not the easiest sell because it's not selling. It's really offering up something that's good cheer, right? So I'm having a blast with it.
You heard.
And I've learned a lot about my sales background. I have a ton of sales background from inside sales. The worst, I sold a prepaid collection agency service in California. I'm in the healing arts. I've got the whole spectrum, but this is something really different. And I'm learning about myself. And thanks to you and everybody else on the team, it's phenomenal because I'm breaking through any resistance I had to succeeding with this. So I just wanted to share that.
I'm going to piggyback what you said. So I want to piggyback what Jessie shared too. She says, have fun. This is the first time, everyone, where you're dealing with a technology that every human will connect to. This is not like a skincare company where you're just focusing 80% of the women market. This is not a diet product where you just focus on people that want to lose weight. This is not a energy drink where it's just young generation. Get it? This is the first time and the only time where this one tool can open up the doors to all kinds of people. So that's why Jesse's having so much fun now, is because this conversation goes with everyone. Does that make sense, everyone? That could be even half the battle of your success, is who do you talk to? Are you the solution to their problem? And we all know that everyone has a stem cell problem, right? So open up the conversation with whatever, but have fun with it, okay? If you're not having fun, if you feel like there's tenseness and tightness in this business, we're in the wrong business, okay? I don't even know how to put this, but in the last, again, almost 4 years by September, I don't even know where the time went. I have no clue. All I know is every day I'm constantly helping. We're going on trips. We're meeting new people. And it's like school. Time will just go by and you're just gonna graduate. You don't even know, okay? So Norma, last thing.
Yes, I did not get into the podcast or training or anything when I first started using the patches because I didn't want anybody's influence. I wanted to see and hear and feel for myself. So I used it. And once I started noticing the memories kind of coming back, the swelling and pain was going down, then I started listening to testimonies.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you reverse engineered that one. You're on it. So, and sometimes everyone, let's put ourselves in Norma's shoes. And I've done this with Victoria, one of our, I think she's a senior director, almost executive director. Some people have such major accidents, okay, everyone? If your brain or if your communication is not there yet, heal. Take your time and heal. Just heal yourself. And then until you're strong enough to connect with people, because connecting with people, everyone, takes energy. It takes time. It takes, you gotta be, up to par to have conversations. So if you're not there yet, why force yourself? You don't need to. There are
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I needed that.
Peter,
Yeah.
This is Karen. I did the same thing. It took me almost a year between COVID and a back surgery where I took my time to get strong and I learned, but I didn't go out. I didn't go out to other people till I was strong enough and ready. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah. So, I mean, if everybody hears Karen's story, I mean, I've seen her from the depths of this to totally 360-degree, changed her whole health story, right? But, and this is another thing beautiful about this community, is because there is no pressure. You got it. There are phases in your business, right? You have to identify and assess where you are at today. Are you in a spare time mode? Are you in a mode where you're ready to make change? Did you just get out of a divorce and now you want a brand new life? Did you just had a stroke and now you're coming back and you're ready to hit life again? Do you understand that? Did you move to a new city? There are so many things, but the one thing that's beautiful about this, stem cells don't care. To me, I just want you on the product. If I'm gonna ask anything from my friend, I'm gonna ask you for $4 a day. That's my investment. If I'm gonna ask you for anything, I want you to invest in your health. And that kind of tells me who I want to talk to, right? Miss Sassy, do you have a question or are you just raising your hand?
I was trying to get it unmuted. that's where I'm kind of at with the transition and my health. But I am sharing with a lady that was in a car accident and trying to keep her on track with the patches and what to use. So, but I'm loving the training and all the suggestions and everything, even if I'm not with the energy to go out there a whole lot. It's real big in my heart though. So thank you. I really appreciate all you are teaching. It's amazing.
Driving was taken away from me because of the brain injury. I can no longer drive, so I have to count on people to take me. So my phone is my go-to for a while until other things change. Because now I'm expecting 100% recovery instead of just 85, like the doctors told me.
Awesome, Norma. And Miss Sassy, thank you for that, because of you, there are many of you here. Does everybody understand? Do you know how many support we have? Meaning we're just called cheerleaders. I don't care. Again, I just want you on the product, right? Miss Sassy, I don't, as long as we help each other get on a product, you're in the gym. But if you want to work out and teach other people one day how to build muscle, then that means your business is starting from that point on. Other than that, we don't have any expectation. Enjoy it, because one person, one ID number still is one ID number, right?
Yeah.
One ID number is still one ID number. And everyone, since we joined, I checked out the ID number from my ID number to today's ID number. In 3.5 years, there has been over 1 million people join Lifewave.
Wow.
Think about that. Think about, to me, that is mind-boggling. And what's mind-boggling next is that we're training ourselves so well. This train is so well oiled, right? It's tuned. While the company is growing like this, everyone, I'm just telling you, the charts are like this. We're going with the company like this. And at the end of the day, I want the brand new person. I want the last person on the right leg or the left leg that joined you to experience and feel the same thing that Marcy and I felt the day we joined. Do you know how hard it is to keep that going as leaders? Do you know how hard it is to keep everybody on the same mindset and not distract or not lose focus? That is a very hard thing to do. That's why a lot of teams, network marketing companies, a lot of organizations, they crumble. They literally crumble because there's one unhappy person. They joined another company and then they come downline grade you, or we're kind of called, I don't want to go deep into the weeds, okay? But when you're in this gym and then there's other people trying to bring other gyms to this gym, you're going to get confusion. Does that make sense? That's why Peter, I've always stuck into the health world. And when I'm with a company, I'm only with that company. I don't do crypto. I don't do trading. I don't do day trading. I don't do Forex. I don't do shakes. I don't do other frequencies. No. Peter just focuses on Lifewave. I am 1000%, because when people look at Peter, they're like, oh, wow, he's focused. He just goes one way. That means people are trusting their time for you, with you, right? And they know where you're going, and now you're gonna lead to people where they wanna go, okay? So, wow, time is going by. It is already 1:28. Does anybody else have any other questions, anything we wanna focus on? Go ahead.
Norma, I want to thank you for this, because of all the sessions that I've been on this week, I think this has been the best, because it starts from the very beginning where I'm at. And a lot of the other sessions, I feel like it was for more advanced people, and I'm trying to kind of figure out what's what. And yet I catch up. Maybe it's my brain, who knows? But one other question. I know we can go to the person that sponsored us, but I'd like to connect like with other people, like let's say Kojo, he gave me some advice. Jackie, I liked her energy. And then Sassy, I like her advice about taking time. How can I get in touch with these people?
Do you know how to get on chat right here? Can you type in your phone number on the chat?
Sure, thank you.
Okay, put your phone number on the chat. Kojo, if anybody like to call Norma, please reach out to her, and everybody. This is how cool our community is. We don't cheat, lie, and steal. What do you think our Telegram is? Our Telegram and our Facebook page is our compliancy to each other. Do you notice that nobody posts BS stuff on there? Nobody has a different agenda on there. Do you notice how thousands and thousands of people are just on the same page protecting each other? Does that make sense? Protecting each other. So let's have fun with this. Thank you everyone for coming on this Wednesday again. Did you learn something today, everybody? Okay, good. Next week, I'm gonna have a great topic, okay? Next week, I'm gonna go deep and I'm gonna surprise you. I'm learning something myself. And just to let everybody know, when I come on these calls, I don't even have a clue what I'm gonna talk about. I'm serious, I have no clue. I'm just going through my morning, and then whatever comes into my mind, this is how simple this business is for me. This is why I'm so free flowing, okay? But when I do come up with a topic, it's because I watched a video, I watched a YouTube video, I just get inspired by some messaging, okay? And again, we're connecting, so whatever I can share with you, whatever you can share to the world, we're just all constantly just duplicating and just sharing information to each other. So tonight will be David Schmidt's call. If you missed it this morning, get on it tonight. June 21st at 11 a.m. June 21st for the Lifewave Connect. I'll be on that Lifewave Connect. So if you want to join, I'm going to make a flyer for everyone. You can blast it out. And then, oh my God, I mean, we're barely getting started with June, okay, everyone? So we're still going through the rank advancements through the entire June. And we're only in the first week. So again, keep plugging in, keep recruiting, do the 333 and learn as you go. So Jacqueline.
Hey,
June
Peter,
24th, Houston.
can I have your number? I would like to pick your brain, if that's okay.
You can write down my number, but I don't want to get 120 calls, okay?
No.
No, if you need me, everyone, if you need me, and I will destiny a call. If you need me, text me is the best, and then I will do my best to get back with you anytime. Okay. So my phone number is 714-878-9456.
Thank you.
I've had that number for over 20 years. So my whole network still has that number. So
Peter,
Karen, last thing, go ahead.
Peter, can we ask Norma? I see a lot of us wanted to reach out and help her. Can we ask Norma to share her phone number so that
Norma, can you unmute yourself and share your phone number?
Yes, it's 210-868-0902. Thank you, guys.
We love this community. Just know that we all are starting from somewhere, and we're all going to help each other build muscles, okay? Whatever you see here today, I'm just going to leave it with this call today. Look at all the faces here, okay? I'm going to tell you, by the next 12 months, 1 more year, I know each one of you will be the bodybuilder for your community. You're going to stand for something of the light. Get it? So we have to build each other like an army, like a gang, kind of like a mafia. But I like to call it the holistic mafia. We're the holistic mafia, okay? Because we do good for the world. So I love you all.
Jenny also needs help. I'm sorry, I just wanted to make sure that everybody saw that Jenny needs help.
Jenny, I got you.
I got
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
That's it.
Bye, everybody. Another great
Bye,
call,
all.
and I'll see
Thank you
you
so much.
next week.
Thank
Bye,
you, Peter.
Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
Peter. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Peter.
you.
Thank you,
Peter.
Peter.
Thank you,
Also-
Peter. Great
Also
call. Thanks,
information
everyone.
on Houston.
Great call. Thank you.
Thank you,